Well, now, greetings and salutations to you all once again. It is I, the Ravenous Spectre, and today we have a few other pickups. These are not holiday pickups, but I do have a few of those coming as well. But we'll go ahead and get started here. The first one that we have here is the SNK 40th Anniversary Collection. They're going to have, I think, like 10 other games free for download. Since when you purchase this particular version, or actually I just think it's the regular version. But yeah, they're going to end up having, I don't know what the games are, I don't know if they'll be good or not, and I think to myself, why in the hell didn't they just go ahead and put them on the cartridge anyways? Why are they downloadable? These games are old as balls, so why in the hell can they just fit them on the cartridge? I don't know, I have no clue. But I played very little of this stuff. I went through each game little by little and checked them out. And I'm like, you know, some of them are okay and some of them aren't. But I haven't really dove into any one of them any deeper than I already have because I was trying to test them all out. And I got this on a pretty good deal. I mean, I got some money taken off of the GCU membership through Best Buy. But yeah, definitely a good little collection to go back and look through. Some of SNK's past of their 40th anniversary collection. I don't know if it's coming out on any other platforms. I've only heard of it coming out on Switch, but hey, you never know. The next one that we have here is Remember Me. I got this for like $4.50 at GameStop, and the disc was in really good condition. I used to actually have this on PlayStation 3, but it was a PS Plus title, and I don't have PS Plus anymore because fuck all that ruckus. And so I couldn't get access to it anymore. And I told myself one day I wanted to own this physically. I don't know how far I got into it, but I know I got to a boss and it aggravated me. So I didn't even bother to go back to it because I was playing other games. But I'm definitely happy to own it again. And I think I still have the save data on my original PS3 because I also got one of those slimmer models as well. So hopefully it's still there and I can just continue back where I left off. But, definitely an interesting and worthwhile kind of action game if you definitely want to give one of those a shot or check it out. Now, what have you. Anyways, excuse me, I had to rearrange my glasses there for a moment. They were kind of a little crooked. The next one that we have here is Titan Quest on PS4. There's been positive things and negative things that I've heard about this, and there's been positive things and negative things that actually came out of this particular version. I think it was more so affecting the Switch version than the console version, but I think this was a game that came out as action RPG set in Greek mythological times, and kind of along the you know, kind of like Diablo series, if you will. But the thing about it is I think it's probably between 7 to 9 years old, something like that on PC. And this is supposed to have, obviously, the original game and also supposed to have, like, the DLC that came out on PC. So I ended up getting it for, I think it was like $12 to $14 or something like that, 12 to 16. I don't know. I told myself I wanted to get it, but I wasn't necessarily sure exactly what price point I was going to go at. And I went ahead and said, all right, well, that seems like a pretty good one. But I've heard that there's been some problems with this, like it messing up people's systems or save profiles and things like that. I haven't had any problems like that. Hopefully I won't, especially considering, you know, games are patched all to hell and back worse than a mummy nowadays. So anyways, yeah, but definitely spent a little bit of time with it. I actually have it on PC and spent a little time with it as well then. Really liked it. Didn't really get too deep into it because of other games, once again. But definitely fine to finally add this to the collection. On top of the fact, you got to admit that that's a pretty badass cover. I mean, without a shadow of a doubt. The next one we have here is Super Smash Bros. Brawl, and I ended up getting this for like $5 at Goodwill. I've never been a huge Smash Bros. Fan or anything like that, but everybody really praises the series. The only one that I've ever owned was the one that came out on Wii U, and now I own this one on Wii. I probably will end up getting the one on Switch, but not for a long time to come, to be honest, because I'm just not into fighting games regardless of how good they are. I'm not as into them as I used to be, but definitely glad to end up getting this. I think there was like a couple slight scratches that was on it on the bottom, but nothing that couldn't be worked out or just wouldn't bother the disc in general. But yeah, definitely glad that I ended up finding that complete for sure. And the last one that we have here is Red Faction Armageddon. I actually also ended up ordering Red Faction Guerrilla, the Remastered Edition. It's actually remastered, but since it takes place on Mars, they decided to call it Remastered because ooh, a funny pun on words. But anyways, I had this on PS3. I believe it was also a PS Plus title or a digital title. I can't really remember which one it was. and or maybe I did have it on PS3 physically, and then I sold it, but then I found this for like $4.50 at GameStop, and I said, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and jump on it this time and actually hang on to it because I'm excited for the remastered edition of Red Faction Guerrilla. And I also have that version on PS3 as well, but I was never aware that they were going to be coming out with a remastered edition until later down the line. And I have that coming in the mail. I think I got it for like $17 or $18 or something on sale on Amazon. So definitely good to have that and finally get into using the PS4 capabilities with said title. But this was honestly also, I cannot talk today. This was honestly a really awesome game when it first came out, because it was like you were destroying things, but you were also building things back as well. And the way that you could utilize your different powers and guns through against the different aliens was actually pretty sweet. So definitely looking forward to going back and playing through this again. I mean, yeah, I've got it on a different console now. It isn't on PS3 or nothing. So if I had a save profile, it's not going to work. But so I'll be starting fresh and new with this one for sure. But anyways, that is the pickups for now. And I'm also going to end up doing another pickups video of some holiday deals that I got. Probably a few days from now. They'll be showing up at different times. But I would go ahead and I would end this like I always do. And oh, by the way, make sure that you aim to tune in every night, or every other night actually, for when I'll actually be streaming around 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I would go ahead and end this like I always do. Later, taters.